Have you ever imagined the vast blue that covers more than 70% of our planet with a little twist? All that salty flavor, which has surprised many of us during a dive, simply disappearing? Get ready for an incredible journey, where imagination meets science, and we dive into the hypothetical scenario of a freshwater ocean. What would the marine world be like? Who would be the winners and losers of this mysterious transformation? What if we could fill our glasses directly from the ocean? Embark on this adventure and discover what would happen if the ocean turned into fresh water. Before we dive into a sweet ocean, let's go back in time to when the Earth was young and oceans were beginning to form. The rain fell on the land, carrying with it minerals and salts from the rocks, flowing through rivers until it reached the vast ocean. Over time, this leaching process transferred immense amounts of salt into the ocean, so, drop by drop, the ocean began to salt. It didn't happen overnight. We are talking about millions of years of accumulation, where evaporation left the salts behind, concentrating them even more. Even today, we see this process in action in salt flats. The water evaporates, the salt remains. And that's how the vast ocean we know acquired its characteristic salty taste. Have you ever stopped to think about how much marine life has adapted to the salty environment? Every fish, every creature has found a way to live with salt. At the cellular level, fish have sophisticated mechanisms, called osmoregulation, that help them maintain the right balance between water and salts. It's not just the fish, crabs, algae, plankton, they have all developed strategies to deal with the salty environment in which they live. And what about coral reefs? These vibrant ecosystems depend on salt balance to thrive, each creature playing its role in the web of life. Marine life is a testament to the delicate balance of the ocean. Any shift in this balance, whether saltier or sweeter, can have massive repercussions. Let's find out what would happen if that scale tipped towards the sweet side. Imagine for a moment that the ocean begins to lose its salt. At first, everything seems calm, peaceful. But as salinity drops, the first to feel it are the fish and corals. They're not just uncomfortable, they are fighting for their lives. The fish, accustomed to settling balance, feel lost. Their internal systems collapse, and amid the confusion, the search for safety becomes chaotic. Corals, on the other hand, begin to suffer a phenomenon known as bleaching. Without salt, they lose their life force, and what was once a festival of colors becomes a white desert. In a domino effect, the loss of a species affects the food chain. Predators run out of food, and the entire ecosystem begins to fall apart. What was a pulsating ocean now resembles an aquatic desert. Ocean currents, also known as our planet's circulatory system, play a vital role in connecting and balancing marine ecosystems. These currents are driven, to a large extent, by variations in salinity and temperature. Like an invisible engine, they keep the oceans in constant motion. But what if the salinity changed drastically? With melting glaciers in a fresh ocean, this dynamic would be completely disrupted. Without the buoyancy of salinity, currents would begin to slow down, leading to regions of the ocean becoming stagnant and without circulation. These currents also help regulate global climate. Without them, running at full tilt, we could see extreme climate change, with some places experiencing intense heat, and others extreme cold. With the change in ocean currents, the climate, this intricate system of balance, would undergo drastic changes, triggering extreme weather events around the world. Imagine deserts where there were once tropical forests, and flooding in areas that have always been arid. These changes would not just be temporary. We would be looking at a complete reconfiguration of the global climate. Sea levels would also be affected. Entire cities could be flooded, displacing millions of people. The poles essential for keeping the Earth's temperature balanced could experience accelerated melting. This would not only affect polar wildlife, but also all of us. In the face of these changes, adaptation would become our top priority. We would have to find new ways to live, work, and protect our planet for future generations. Imagine waking up one day and seeing the skyline of your coastal city being swallowed by the ocean. With changes in the oceans, seaside cities would be at the forefront of transformations. The rise of the waters would not be a slow process. Entire neighborhoods could be submerged in a matter of years or even months. Furthermore, our seas would be altered habitats. Fishing, a crucial source of food and income for billions, would be unpredictable. New species could emerge, while others could disappear. This would have a ripple effect on our economy. Regions that rely heavily on fishing and tourism would face unprecedented recessions. But as always, in the midst of chaos, opportunities arise. New forms of aquaculture, urban redesigns, and bringing communities together would be essential to navigating this new aquatic world. Nature has a mysterious way of adapting. As the ocean transformed into freshwater, new microorganisms would flourish, laying the foundation for new food chains. Fish, crustaceans, and other marine animals would evolve over time. We would find species never seen before, adapted to the sweetness of the ocean. We can look to existing freshwater ecosystems to get an idea. Rivers and lakes are teeming with life, each with their own complex food webs. Some habitats, such as flooded forests, already show us how nature adapts to environments rich in freshwater. Such ecosystems could become more common globally. This new version of our planet would bring challenges, but also opportunities. Each discovery, each new species, would remind us of nature's incredible resilience. The oceans have always been an intrinsic part of Earth's identity, covering more than 70% of its surface and maintaining a delicate balance. However, over the years, we have taken this natural wonder for granted. Pollution, habitat destruction, and overexploitation have put our seas at risk. This exercise in imagination was not just to scare us, but to make us realize how much we depend on these vast bodies of water. Now more than ever, we see global communities coming together to protect and value our oceans. From coastal cleanups to conservation initiatives, the movement is real. May this imaginative journey remind us to never underestimate the importance of our oceans. Every wave, every creature, every grain of salt tells a story. And it is our responsibility to ensure that this story continues to be told for future generations. We explore an extremely hypothetical but revealing scenario. From the delicate balance of marine life to the intricate web of global impacts, we have seen how vital the saline composition of our oceans is. If you dived with us on this oceanic journey and enjoyed what you saw, don't forget to leave a like. And of course, subscribe to the channel for more exciting scientific adventures and explorations. Until next time, explorers.